Hello children, here is a continuation of lesson 9, Europe, Peninsula of Asia. In the last video, we have studied about the location, extent and physical settings of Europe. Today, we shall study the climatic regions and natural vegetations of Europe. Most of the continent of Europe has temperate climate. So, most of the continent in Europe has what type of climate? Temperate climate. The main factors affecting the climate are, what are the main factors affecting climate? That is latitude, relief, winds and positions. The winds that blow across the continents from the Atlantic Ocean. The wind which blows across the continent from which ocean? From Atlantic Ocean have great effects on the climate of the continent, and this is because of the Gulf Stream, a warm ocean currents and also the strong westerlies. Europe is divided into 4 climatic regions. First one, that is Maritime Northwest Europe. Maritime Northwest Europe climatic region extends from the coast of Norway to northern Spain and inland towards the central Europe. The mild winters, cool summers and ample rainfall, cloudy and foggy days are the main characteristics of this type of climate. Of which type of climate? Maritime Northwest Europe. Second one, continental climate. This climate mainly prevails in Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania and Bulgaria. And this climate is characterized by cold winters and warm summers. Third one, Mediterranean climate. This type of climate is characterized by hot, dry, sunny summers and mild winters with some rain. And the average winter temperature is 8 degrees Celsius and summer temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. The average annual rainfall varies from 75 to 100 centimeter. Mountainous climate. The Alps and Caucasus Mountains have this type of climate and it is controlled by the altitude angle of the sun's rays and winds. Now let us study about natural vegetations. Europe has been occupied by man for a long time and is very densely populated. Hence, the natural vegetation has been almost entirely removed except in the higher and more unfavorable areas because of overpopulation. There are 6 types of vegetations in Europe. First one is tundra vegetation that consists of lichens and mosses and occupies a narrow zone in Iceland and northern part of Norway, Sweden and Finland. Vegetations of similar type is found at a higher altitude in the Alps and the northern Urals. Second one, taiga forest is also called as coniferous forest. It occurs mainly in the high latitudes covering Norway, Sweden and Finland. Only few varieties of trees are found such as Scots pine, spruce and larch, and they are cone-shaped trees and have needle-shaped leaves. Third one, mixed forest. Mixed forests are found in the south central regions. These includes deciduous and coniferous trees. And the main species are oak, ash, elm, poplar, willow, beech, etc. Mediterranean vegetation is common along the Mediterranean sea coast. This is broad-leaf, evergreen type. The trees do not shed leaves in autumn. Trees of this type include the cork, oak, olive, laurel, etc. Fifth one, grasslands are found in the areas south of deciduous forests, example in Hungary, Bulgaria, Romania and European Russia. And here it is scattered wooded and steppe type grasses are found. Alpine vegetation covers the highlands of southern Europe such as the Alps, Pyrenees, Balkan, Carpathian and the Dinaric mountains. Next, farming. Agriculture is very important occupation in Europe even after industrialization, and the continent is fortunate in having a vast level, fertile and well irrigated land. The climatic condition is also favorable for agriculture. Hence, agriculture is a very important occupation of Europe. Mixed farming is practiced in the Western Europe countries. It involves the cultivation of crops and keeping of livestock, and the arable land is used for growing fodder crops for cattle, poultry farming, piggery, and growing of varieties of fruits and vegetables. In the southern Europe, because of Mediterranean climate, the type of farming is different. There is a combination of cereals, fruits, vegetables, and livestock farming. Depending upon a vast market, specialized type of farming has developed, and also the relief soil and climatic conditions, availability of market and farm labor, a great variety of crops are grown in different parts of Europe. Wheat is the important staple food crops of Europe. The Paris Basin, the Great Plains of Europe, the plains of Hungary, lowlands, countries and the Po River Basin in Italy are the main wheat producing areas of Europe. Next one, maize is the second major cereal crops of Europe. France, Romania, Italy, Hungary, Germany and Spain are the major producers of maize. Rye is another important food crops which is largely used for making bread and liquor. And the leading producer of rye are Poland, Germany, Zenz and Slovakia republics. Europe is an important producer of barley. It is used as food grain, feed for cattle and for liquor. Oats is also grown in some nations. Rice is grown to a small extent as a summer crop. Sugar beet and potatoes are also two root crops of Europe. Sugar beet is used for both production of sugar and fodder for cattle. Potatoes grown mainly in plains of Central and Eastern Europe. Europe is leading producers of potato in the world. Flax is the fiber crops of Europe. Fruits such as grapes, apples, figs, oranges, lemons, plums, pomegranates, cashew nut, etc. are grown on the hill slopes. Bulgaria is famous for roses, vegetables and horticultural crops. So these are the different types of crops as well as farming of Europe. Next comes the dairy farming. It is highly organized in the mixed farming system of Europe. It in cool, humid climate, dense urban population, good means of rail and road transportation, great biotechnical development, refrigeration, machinization of commercial dairying and ample pastures have encouraged the development of dairying in Europe. Dairying is greatly developed in Denmark, Netherlands, Switzerland, Germany and Britain, and Denmark is more important for dairying. European countries exports their dairy products like cheese, condensed milk, butter, chocolate, etc. Next comes fishing. Though fish has been an important throughout history, fish has an important part of European diet. So, which is an important part of European diet? Fish. Fishing is particularly important in the shallow seas. The main fishing grounds are near northwest Europe. They extend from the northern part of Arctic Circle to Mediterranean Sea. The two most famous fishing grounds of the North Sea are the Dogger Bank and the Great Fisher Bank. The people of Norway are great fishermen. Norway is the largest producer and exporter of fish in Europe. The shortage of farmland and food grains have encouraged in fishing. Next important thing is minerals. Europe has variety of minerals and power resources. Europe produces a large amount of iron ore. Nearly all European countries have iron ore reserves. France, Germany, Spain, Britain and Sweden are the outstanding iron ore producing countries. Copper mainly produced in Bulgaria and Poland. Europe is poor in petroleum and natural gas. So, rich in iron ore and copper as well as poor in petroleum and natural gas. The major oil producing areas of Europe are North Sea, France, Italy and Netherlands and Germany. Coal is a major source of power in Europe. Its deposits are found all over the continent except in Scandinavian and Mediterranean countries. Important industries. Iron and steel industry, that is modern age, is the age of iron and steel. This heavy industry produces iron and steel, which is the basic for the large number of subsidiary industries. The important iron and steel producing areas are Germany, Britain, France, etc. Next comes cotton textiles. Europe has also developed many agro-based industries. Cotton textile industries is one of them. It is widely distributed throughout Europe using raw cotton, which is imported from other countries. Britain is the birthplace of a modern cotton textile. Shipbuilding. This is a branch of heavy engineering and essentially as an assembling industries. The main favorable factors for shipbuilding are technological excellence, good harbor sites, industrial progress, etc. Germany is Europe's leading shipbuilding country. Sweden, Britain and France are the other shipbuilding countries of Europe. Automobile industry. The industry includes manufacturing of cars, trucks, buses, scooters, etc. and any other vehicles which are run with a motor engine. Automobile industry is an assembling industry. So, it is highly technical and expensive industry. Germany, France, Italy and Britain are the major producers of automobiles in Europe. Major industrial regions of Europe. There is a sort of triangle in which the major industries of Europe are located and it is known as industrial heart of Europe. So, this triangle extends from the North Sea to the middle of Poland and from the Po Valley of Italy in the south to Sweden in the north. So, there are certain following industrial regions of Europe, that is the industrial regions of Britain, the Western Triangular Industrial Region, the Paris Industrial Region known as the Industrial Heart of Europe. So, which is known as the Industrial Heart of Europe? Paris Industrial Region. The Lorraine-Saar Industrial Region, the Upper Rhine Region, Eastern Germany to Northwest Zens and Slovakia. The Upper Silesia includes Western Poland and middle part of Zens Republic area. Southern Scandinavia consists of Stockholm. Northern Italy situated in Po Valley. So, these are the major industry regions of Europe. Next, the last part is about the population. The population of Europe is quite large as compared to its size. It has 11% of world's land area but has 1/5 of the world's population. So, it is quite large. Its total population is 738.2 million around 2010. The population is mostly urban. How the population is distributed? So, the pattern of population distribution in Europe is not uniform. Most populous countries are Germany, Britain, Italy and France. The densely populated countries among the countries of Europe are Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands, etc. This is due to the industrialization, transportation facilities, natural resources and technological process. So, here the densely populated countries you can among the countries. Because of what? Because of industrialization, transportation facilities, natural resources and technological progress. How the growth took place in Europe. So, European countries are characterized by the low and declining growth of population. The growth rate varies from place to place. Migration. During the last 2000 years, some Europeans have left for the other countries and the people of other countries have migrated to Europe for various reasons and settled here. After Second World War, people from other continents and Europe and countries started immigrating to the Britain. Most of them immigrants have been from Italians. Germans had migrated to many countries before the Second World War. Germans can be seen as a minority in the Poland, Hungary, Romania, Slovakia republics and Yugoslavia. Next, the last part is about the density of population. The average density of population in Europe is 76 persons per square kilometer. The density of population varies in Europe. High developed Netherlands contains 950 persons per square kilometer. It is only 3 persons per square kilometer in Iceland. High density of population is found in lowlands of North Europe. The most densely populated areas in Europe are the industrial districts, Belgium and German coal fields, the Greater London, the Netherlands, the Rhine Valley, North Italy and the coastal plain. The sparsely populated areas are Central France, mountainous areas, Balkan belt and the highlands of Scotland. So this is how the density, average density of population of Europe is divided. Hope all have followed the lesson, children. Thank you.